Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Talent cum scholarship exam will be held on 14/4/2020 and 19/4/2020.
Kurunji Educational Institutions, CBSE and State Board, Namakkal.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
In continuation to the last class, in this class we start with problem number 21. Okay, right. See here. In our previous class we discussed some problems, right? And before that also we discussed. So in this current electricity chapter, in this class we are going to focus on two problems, 21 and 22. First we will discuss 21 problem, then we will go for 22nd problem. See here. Determine the current drawn from a 12 volts supply. From a 12 volts supply with internal resistance 0.5 ohms by the following infinite network. Each resistor has 1 ohm resistance. Right. In this question or in this problem, we have to calculate, we have to determine current. Okay, right. And obviously, you know, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R. Right. So anyhow, either voltage or EMF, a resultant or equivalent EMF, we have to know. Then automatically, if you know the total resistance, you can come to the conclusion what is the current in the circuit. Right. So in this problem, determine the current drawn from a 12 volts supply. 12 volts supply. So the EMF is 12 volts here supply with the internal resistance. So what is meant by internal resistance? You know, if you see a cell, there is electrolytes. So as simple as such, the resistance offered by the electrolyte, is simply said to be internal resistance, which is 0.5 ohms here, which is 0.5 ohms by the following infinite network. So this is the network of infinite, that is what here you can see dotted lines. Here also you can see, and here also you can see the dotted lines. Okay. So you know, if you see here, each resistance has 1 ohm resistance. Each resistor has 1 ohm resistance, and there is no end for this because it is infinite resistance. It will continue like that. Okay, right. See here. So in this problem, this is what A, B. I am saying, I didn't write there, but I am saying this is A, this is B. Okay. See this. And let the equivalent resistance of the infinite network be X. That is what capital X. Let the equivalent resistance of the infinite network be capital X, right? So this network consists of infinite units of 3 resistors. 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 ohm. Am I right? See here. This network consists of infinite units of 3 resistors of 1 ohm, 1 ohm and 1 ohm, right? the addition of one more such unit, the addition of one more such unit, see here ma, see for example 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, next 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, next 1 ohm, 1 ohm, next here, like that it goes on. Okay. Anyhow, the addition of one more such unit, the addition of one more such unit across AB will not affect, across AB will not affect the total resistance, will not affect the total resistance, full stop. The network obtained by adding one more unit, the network obtained by adding one more unit would appear like this. See, so we are drawing, we are modifying this infinite network in this manner. Here X is the equivalent resistance of the infinite network. X is the equivalent resistance of the infinite network, that will be X. Okay. Rest of the part is okay, right, as usual. That is what PQ we are assuming, and then it will be okay PQ, and this will be AB, right? It is PQ, okay, right? It is PQ, and this will be AB. So this is also A, this is also B. Try to understand the network circuit, what we modified according to the situation or according to our assumption what we had here. That is what let the equivalent resistance of the infinite network be X. Okay. So once when you modify the given network circuit like this, you know, from here resistance between A and B is equal to resistance equivalent to parallel combination of X and 1 ohm. Okay. So these two resistors, if you observe carefully, these two resistors are in parallel. So when these two resistors are in parallel, what is the resultant resistance here? You know, X into 1 by X plus 1, that is what, X by X plus 1, X by X plus 1, X by X plus 1. Okay. Now resistance between P and Q, because see when this is what, when this is X by X plus 1, now so this is P, this is Q, it is 1 ohm and 1 ohm. Here you can imagine, in place of this total you can imagine X by X plus 1 ohm resistor, X by X plus 1 ohm resistor, the resistor which has the resistance of X by X plus 1. Now the resistance between P and Q, that is what, 1 plus X by X plus 1 plus 1. Then what is that? 2 plus X by X plus 1. This must be equal to the original resistance X. This must be equal to the original resistance X, what we assumed. See here, let the equivalent resistance of infinite network X, right? This network consists of infinite units of 3 resistors of 1 ohm, 1 ohm and 1 ohm. Okay, right. Now see this, 2 plus X by X plus 1, this must be equal to the original resistance X. Therefore X is equal to 2 plus X by 1 plus X. Okay, 1 plus X or X plus 1, right? Now see here we are getting one quadratic equation, X square minus 2X minus 2 is equal to 0. If you find out the value of X, right, if you find out the value of X, then it will be X is equal to 1 plus or minus root 3, right? So by using the formula, if there is no possibility to find out the square root, roots, then you can use the formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? By using this is what, ax square plus bx plus c form, no, right? In mathematics you got it, what is quadratic equation and how to solve the quadratic equation. So if you solve this quadratic equation, you are getting X is equal to 1 plus or minus root 3. See this, as the value of resistance cannot be negative, because you know very well, see in our practical, in our physics lab, right, in so many situations we could come across, that is what, resistance can never be negative, no, that is what, as the value of resistance cannot be negative, so X is equal to 1 plus root 3 only will come. Root 3 value, you know, 1.732, already 1 is there. So the addition of these two, the resultant value of this will be 2.732 ohms, 2.732 2.732 ohms. Okay, this is what the resistance of this network we found. Now we are going to calculate current. I is equal to EMF by total resistance. EMF by total resistance, that is equal to epsilon by x plus r. Epsilon by x plus r. So here 12 by 2.732 plus 0.5, because it is 2.732 ma, and the internal resistance given as 0.5, that will be equal to 3.713 amps. 3.713 amps. So that is what he is asking to find. Determine the current. So we determine the current value, and that value we got it as 3.713 amps. Next, 22nd, next problem. Figure 3.22, this is the figure, right? So you can observe here, it is what resistance, it is a resistor of some value. Okay, that's what he mentioned in the theory. And then it is okay, it is a cell of 2 volts and 0.4 ohms, 0.4 ohms, right? 2 volts and 0.4 ohms, and here it is B and it is A. This is the cell of 1.02 volts, 1.02 volts given, and it is a resistor of 600 kilo ohms, 600 kilo ohms given, and it is a plug key like a switch, and it is a galvanometer. Okay, right. So we have two cells. One is here, that is 2 volts and 0.4 ohms internal resistance. This is the cell of 1.02 volts. It didn't mention the internal resistance. And here it is a resistor of 600 kilo ohms, means 600,000. That is what 6 into 10 to the power of 5 ohms resistor. Okay. So this is the figure they have given. And now you observe what he is saying and what he is asking. This figure shows a potentiometer with a cell of 2 volts. With a cell of 2 volts. Right. And internal resistance of 0.4 ohms. A potentiometer with a cell of 2 volts and internal resistance 0.4 ohms, maintaining a potential drop. Maintaining a potential drop across the resistor wire AB, maintaining a potential drop across the resistor wire AB. A standard cell which maintains a constant EMF of 1.02 volts, 1.02 volts, that is this one, 1.02 volts, and in the bracket he mentioned up to few amps. So he has given the capability or the limit of that particular cell to provide a constant EMF, that is up to few amps only. Okay, a standard cell which maintains a constant EMF of 1.02 volts gives a balance point at 67.3 centimeters length of the wire. At 67.3 centimeters length of the wire. Full stop. To ensure very low currents, drawn from the standard cell, a very high resistance of 600 kilo ohms is put in series with it, which is shorted close to the balance point. The standard cell is replaced. The standard cell is then replaced by a cell of unknown EMF epsilon, and the balance point is found similarly. The balance point found similarly turns out to be 82.3 centimeters length of the wire. Okay, this is the situation they have given. Based on this situation, they will give some questions. We have to answer to those questions. Okay, right. Once again, I will go through the situation what they have given. You please be concentrate. See this. This figure shows a potentiometer with a cell of 2 volts and internal resistance 0.4 ohms, maintaining a potential drop across a resistor wire AB. A standard cell which maintains a constant EMF 1.02 volts gives a balance point at 67.3 centimeters length of the wire. To ensure very low currents drawn from the standard cell, a very high resistance of 600 kilo ohms is put in series with it, which is shorted close to the balance point. The standard cell is then replaced by a cell of unknown EMF epsilon, and the balance point shifts, or the balance point found similarly turns out to be at 82.3 centimeters length of the wire. Now see the questions from A to F one by one. A is, what is the value of epsilon? What is the value of epsilon? That is the first question based on the situation. So see here, first what we have written, that is epsilon 1 is equal to, right, epsilon 1 is equal to 1.02, epsilon 1 is equal to 1.02 volts. What they have given, that only written here. And L1 is equal to 67.3 centimeters, 67.3 centimeters. Then epsilon 2 is equal to epsilon that is equal to question mark that we have to find. He is asking in the question A. After completion of that, we have to write the next given value, that is L2, that is 82.3 centimeters, 82.3 centimeters. Epsilon 1 is equal to 1.02 volt, L is equal to 67.3 centimeters, epsilon 2 is equal to question mark, L2 is equal to 82.3 centimeters. As we know that, see, from the theory of while discussing the theory regarding the potentiometer working, we got it, that is epsilon is directly proportional to L. From that you can write epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 is equal to L2 by L1. Here we have to find out epsilon 2, no, that is what we can write as epsilon. So epsilon 2 or epsilon is equal to L2 by L1 into epsilon 1 mathematically. That is 1.02 into 82.3 by 67.2, 82.3 divided by 67.2. So which will give us the value of epsilon as 1.25 volt, 1.25 volt. That only he is asking to find. No, what is the value of epsilon? What is the value of epsilon? Right. Next B. What purpose does the high resistance of 600 kilo ohms have? Right, nice question. It is application related. B. What purpose does the high resistance of 600 kilo ohms have means? See here. High resistance of 600 kilo ohms. High resistance of 600 kilo ohms protects the galvanometer. Protects the galvanometer for positions far away. High resistance of 600 kilo ohms protects the galvanometer for positions far away from the balance point by decreasing current through it. By decreasing current through it. Right, next question. C. Is the balance point affected by this high resistance? Next question. C is the balance point affected by this high resistance? Right, see the answer, ma? The answer is no. The balance point is not affected by high resistance because no current flows through the stranded cell at the balance point. What is the reason? The answer is no. The answer is no. The explanation will be balance point is not affected by high resistance because no current flows through the standard cell at the balance point. Next D. Is the balance point affected by the internal resistance of the driver cell? The answer will be yes. The balance point is affected by the internal resistance of the driver cell. The internal resistance affects the current through the potentiometer wire. I didn't write the reason here, but I am saying the answer is only yes, sir. Okay, but it is better to know. In our future, we will get the use of this particular point. So what is the explanation means? What is the reason means? Here, the balance point is affected by the internal resistance of the driver cell. The internal resistance affects the current through the potentiometer wire. So changes the potential gradient and hence affects the balance point. And hence affects the balance point. Okay, right. Next, that is what E. Would the method work in the above situation if the driver cell of the potentiometer had an EMF of 1.0 volt instead of 2 volts? He is replacing the battery with some other potential difference, with some other EMF, that is 1 volt in place of 2 volts. Now he is asking, would the method work out? Would the method work in the above situation if the driver cell of the potentiometer had an EMF of 1.0 volt instead of 2.0 volt? The answer is no. What is the explanation means? The arrangement will not work. If epsilon is greater than the EMF of the driver cell of the potentiometer, there will be no balance point on the wire AB. That is the answer. Next question, F. Would the circuit work well for determining extremely small EMF, say of the order of few millivolts? If not, how will you modify the circuit? How will you modify the circuit? So here order of few millivolt means such as the typical EMF of a thermocouple. Typical EMF of thermocouple. Is it workout or not? That he is asking. Suppose if it is not workout means modify the circuit, that he is saying. Okay, right. So how can we modify that? Listen here, ma. I didn't write that, but I am saying. See here. The circuit as it is would be unsuitable. The circuit whatever we have here, that is unsuitable, because the balance point will be very close to the end A and the percentage error in the measurement will be very large. Okay. The circuit as it is would be unsuitable because the balance point, that is for epsilon of the order of a few millivolts. For epsilon of the order of a few millivolts, that is in the bracket. So because the balance point will be very close to the end A and the percentage error in measurement will be very large. Full stop. The circuit is modified by putting a suitable resistor capital R. The circuit is modified by putting a suitable resistor capital R in series with the wire AB, so that potential drop across AB is only slightly greater than the EMF to be measured. Potential drop across AB is only slightly greater than the EMF to be measured. Right. Now, next point. Then the balance point will be at larger length of the wire and the percentage error will be much smaller. You know, in the chapter of measurement, I discussed to you many times, while measuring one particular physical quantity, we have to try to get the minimum error. Error cannot be removed, but error can be reduced. So we have to reduce the error as much as possible. So in that way also he is answering. He answered to this question F. Okay, ma? Right. So if you do the thing what I told you while answering to F, you can get the balance point at larger length of the wire, and the percentage error will be much smaller. So how it is possible means, actually the circuit whatever we have, which is directly not possible to use for this reason. So what is the modification we have to do? Means, first thing we have to say why the circuit directly is not possible to use to achieve the thing what he is asking. Means the balance point will be very close to the end A. This is the end A. The balance point is very close to the end A and the percentage error in the measurement will be very large. That is the reason we can't use the circuit directly to achieve the thing what he is asking. And what is the modification we have to do means, the circuit is modified by putting a suitable resistors R. The circuit is modified by putting a suitable resistor capital R in series with the wire. wire AB so that potential drop across AB is only slightly greater than the EMF, to be measured. Then the balance point will be at larger length of the wire, and the percentage error also will be much smaller, so that you can measure the thing what he is asking with high accuracy, right? High accuracy, and that is what is accuracy and what is precision we discussed in the chapter measurement now. Okay, right. So in this class we discussed two problems, problem number 21 and 22. In our next class we are going to discuss two more problems, 23 and 24. So in the next class we will finish this chapter, current electricity. Okay, right. Thank you.